A Saint Laurent handbag can cost anywhere from $3,000 to over $30,000, and you can see it everywhere in modern power circles, from the streets of New York, Los Angeles, and Paris in first-class airport lounges to fashion weeks in financial districts, carried by those who quietly achieve success without ostentation. It is also inseparable from global style icons like Rosé and Bella Hadid, who have helped shape the look of modern luxury today, confident, sophisticated, and purposeful. In many prestigious fashion rankings, Saint Laurent consistently ranks among the top 3 most coveted handbag brands worldwide, praised for preserving classic designs that never go out of style. According to the latest List Index report from late 2025 to early 2026, Saint Laurent has risen to the #1 spot on the list of the most popular fashion brands on the planet, surpassing even Miu Miu and Prada, brands that have long been favored by Generation Z. So the question is not whether Saint Laurent is expensive or not. The real question is, why does an unpretentious bag cost so much? And that is where the story really begins. Founded in 1961 in Paris, Saint Laurent was created by the brilliant designer Yves Saint Laurent, who was the youngest creative director of Dior at just 21 years old. After leaving Dior, he and Pierre Berger built YSL, a revolutionary brand that completely changed the way modern women dress. As of 2026, Saint Laurent's handbag line remains one of the strongest product lines in the US market. The latest model, the Y tote bag, retails for around $3,700, perfectly aligning with the growing American trend of favoring large, practical luxury items. The best-selling model, the Le 5-7, available in supple or large versions, averages $2,950 and dominates everyday urban fashion trends. For those seeking lasting value, the Aker Maxi bag, priced at around $4,900, has become a modern investment. At the very top end, the crocodile leather Sac De Jour version costs between $25,000 and $35,000, firmly establishing Saint Laurent in the ultra-luxury category. In terms of price, YSL sits above Coach and Tory Burch, below Hermès rare animal leather products, and directly competes with Chanel Dior and Louis Vuitton. So the real question is, why does Saint Laurent convince Americans to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a handbag? To understand that, we need to go back to where it all began. To understand Saint Laurent today, we must go back to the moment the brand rewrote fashion history. In 1966, Yves Saint Laurent introduced Le Smoking, the first tuxedo designed exclusively for women. At a time when trousers were still considered inappropriate for women in many public places, Le Smoking redefined femininity. It allowed women to dress with power, sensuality, and confidence without sacrificing elegance. That single design became the cornerstone of Saint Laurent identity. Yves Saint Laurent did not stop there. He was also a pioneer in bringing military-inspired safari jackets and rock and roll rebellion into haute couture, blending discipline and provocation, a tension that continues to shape the brand today. Decades later, the fashion house entered a new era under Hedi Slimane from 2012 to 2016. He caused controversy by removing the Yves name from the ready-to-wear line, renaming it Saint Laurent Paris, and introducing a youthful, edgy grunge style that divided longtime fans. From 2016, Anthony Vaccarello led the brand toward a darker, more sensual, and cinematic Parisian luxury vision. Today, Saint Laurent operates in 2 main areas: carrying fashion and leather goods, and L'Oréal cosmetics and fragrances. With such development and differentiation, Saint Laurent is not immune to controversy. Before buying a Saint Laurent bag, many customers share common concerns. Given the high price, will the leather be easily scratched? Will the metal parts peel or tarnish over time? Is it truly suitable for everyday use, frequent travel, and airport use, or only for special occasions? These questions reappear repeatedly in reviews and comments. However, in practical use, Saint Laurent consistently proves its value. Models like the Nike, Le 5-7 Supple, and Aker are designed to age naturally, with the soft leather absorbing wear and tear instead of revealing it. The metal parts remain sturdy and resistant to fading. This is why Yves Saint Laurent is often described as worth the money. While Chanel prices continue to rise, many buyers see Saint Laurent as a rare balance between elegance, durability, and an acceptable luxury price. The price of a Saint Laurent handbag ranges from a few $1,000s to over $30,000, and this is not simply due to the brand name. There are 4 core reasons behind the exorbitant price of Saint Laurent handbags. First is the quality of the materials and their enduring durability. Saint Laurent does not use mass-produced leather. Only the finest leathers are selected. lamb and calfskin, are treated to achieve a silky softness while maintaining their strength. On models like the Nike, wrinkled leather is deliberately chosen for its abrasion-absorbing and scratch-resistant properties, ideal for everyday use. For ultra-luxury products, rare leathers like crocodile and python are entirely hand-processed, using complex dyeing techniques to ensure each bag is uniquely styled. YSL locks and chains are crafted from brass or stainless steel, then plated with gold, silver, or ruthenium to prevent oxidation and discoloration over time. Secondly, there is the craftsmanship. Each Saint Laurent bag is assembled in Italy or France by highly trained artisans. The stitching tolerances are extremely strict. A single misaligned seam or imperfect stitch can result in the bag being completely discarded. Quilted designs, such as the wire V-shaped patterns on the Lulu and college bags, require hours of precise manual control to ensure symmetry and uniform thickness. These are not decorative details. They are structural elements that determine the bag durability over time. Thirdly, there is the heritage and symbolic value. When customers buy a Saint Laurent bag, they are also buying a cultural heritage. The brand is inseparable from the idea of empowering women, established by Yves Saint Laurent revolutionary Le Smoking Tuxedo. That philosophy is directly expressed in the brand leather goods, sophisticated, strong, and modern in an undisguised way. Next comes global operations and high-end marketing. Maintaining flagship stores on Fifth Avenue in New York or the Champs-Élysées in Paris is incredibly expensive. These locations are not simply retail spaces, they are brand stages. Global campaigns featuring celebrities like Rosé, Kate Moss, and Bella Hadid reinforce Saint Laurent cultural influence and solidify the brand position in the highest luxury segment. Finally, the extremely meticulous production process is the biggest reason for Saint Laurent high price. It begins with the selection and inspection of the leather. Each piece of leather is examined under specialized lighting, sometimes with magnifying glasses, to detect even the smallest imperfections. In many cases, only the center of the leather is considered suitable for prominent areas, such as the front of the handbag. This is followed by the precise cutting process. Saint Laurent combines laser cutting technology, precise to tenths of a millimeter, with hand cutting of rare leathers. The pattern alignment is carefully calculated to ensure the leather grain and stitching perfectly match after assembly. This is followed by the quilting process. A padding layer is inserted between the outer leather and the lining, and artisans manually operate specialized sewing machines. Pressure, speed, and angle must be constantly adjusted to prevent deformation, while achieving the characteristic puffy effect. During assembly and sewing, edges are sanded and coated with 3 to 5 layers of edge paint, each layer individually dried to ensure moisture and crack resistance. Intricate stress points are hand-stitched where machines cannot achieve the necessary strength. This is followed by the assembly of accessories. The Cassandra logo is molded, plated, and secured internally with micro pins. Zippers and magnetic closures are repeatedly tested for smoothness and durability. Finally, each bag undergoes a final quality control check. The handles are tested for loads exceeding normal usage. Some models are tested under simulated temperature conditions to ensure the leather durability in varying climates, from the frigid New York winter to the sweltering heat of California. Each bag is cleaned, stuffed to maintain its shape, and placed in a dustproof bag. A complex bag like the Sac De Jour or a Care may require 12 to 48 hours of combined manual labor. This is why Saint Laurent never mass produces and why its handbags occupy such a special, purposeful place in the luxury hierarchy. In real life, Saint Laurent handbags are often used by influential people. Among celebrities, Rosé frequently uses Saint Laurent bags at airports and during off-duty appearances, not just in advertising campaigns. Bella Hadid is often photographed with the Le 5-7 and Nike bags while strolling through New York and Paris. Hailey Bieber frequently pairs Saint Laurent shoulder bags with minimalist, everyday outfits. In the fashion industry, editors of Vogue and Marie Claire are often seen carrying Sac De Jour or Icare bags at fashion weeks, practical, sturdy bags suitable for long workdays. Executives and professionals favor Saint Laurent for business meetings, travel, and daily commuting, especially models like the Le 5-7 and Sac De Jour, which can seamlessly transition from daytime to nighttime. What makes these bags irreplaceable is their subtle identity. They express taste and power without being ostentatious. In the United States resale market, classic styles retain their value, such as the Le 5-7 or Icare, which tend to hold their value well, or even increase in value over the years due to inflation and the manufacturer price adjustments, usually increasing by 5 to 10% annually. Thank you for watching this video analyzing why Saint Laurent bags are so expensive. I hope you liked our video and subscribe to our channel. Why is it so expensive? If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what topic you would like me to cover in the next video. See you next time.